Reach out to prolific YouTube users and ask them to showcase your products. YouTube is full of internet celebrities who have risen to fame through their video content. Many channels exist, for example, that provide makeup and beauty tutorials that help people achieve the latest looks and learn the tricks of the trade. If these people exist in your field, consider creating a partnership with them and asking them to showcase your products in their videos. Seeing your products being used in the flesh is a great way for potential customers to be convinced of the benefits. Invest in a YouTube takeover for your brand. A YouTube takeover is possibly one of the biggest advertisements you can invest in, and the potential audience is huge. The ad will usually last for 24 hours, and during this time, all visitors will see your content when they visit the site's homepage. In most cases, the page will load as usual, but will then be taken over by creative and interactive content that reflects the brand. TV series Primeval took this approach a step further when they integrated a game into the page that required viewers to fight off dinosaurs. Target adverts on YouTube towards those who are already on your marketing list. Thanks to sophisticated software from YouTube, you can submit your marketing list and ensure that your advertisements on the network are targeted towards individuals that you've already done business with in the past, and those that have already expressed an interest in your brand. From here, you can even use demographic factors to target your message even further. Run adverts alongside trusted third-party content on YouTube. Even if you haven't created your own content yet for YouTube, you can still take advantage of the content of others and run advertisements for your brand alongside popular videos. YouTube has thousands of trusted content partners, meaning that there's content from all fields that you can choose to run your adverts alongside. This sort of approach may cause concern for marketers who are worried about associating their brand with third-party creators. But the system is heavily vetted by YouTube, which runs regular checks to ensure that they're uploading appropriate content. Promote your YouTube videos for specific search terms on the site. Thanks to YouTube's sophisticated keyword tool, you can target your adverts towards those who fall into your target audience. So for example, if you're a fashion retailer, you could choose to appear in searches when users look for London Fashion Week footage. If you can identify the subjects that really resonate with your customers, you can provide them with quality video content, which is exactly what they want. Localize your Pinterest page. We've already mentioned that a mistake that big businesses are making is underestimating the power of local. The same rule applies when it comes to Pinterest. If your business has multiple locations, organize your boards so that you pay attention to all of your outposts. So if you have a restaurant chain, post pictures for all branches and highlight the various special or little differences that make the place special. This approach is most likely to result in local followers and local customers. Spend some time focusing on your personal brand. Your main concern might be the social profile of your business, but never neglect your own personal brand. Positioning yourself as an expert in your field through blogging, social updates and building connections will not only benefit your business, but will also help you to continue to progress your own career. Create a dedicated landing page for traffic from YouTube. The aim of the game when it comes to social content is always to drive more traffic to your own website, so you can generate more sales. When it comes to traffic from YouTube, try creating a separate landing page that contains more of your videos or simply content and products that are directly related to the videos that they were watching. Tailoring the content to your audience's needs means that you're much more likely to keep them engaged. Use measurement tools that can identify trends over longer periods of time. thus telling you what content works best for your brand. Follower numbers and engagement will go through highs and lows over time, so you should use longer-term measurement tools that identify trends and can help to pinpoint how your actions have an impact on your audience. Once you've collected the data, you can use it to identify the content and campaigns that really resonated with your followers, providing you with plenty of direction and inspiration for where you should take your brand in the future. When using paid search, always ensure that the landing page has clear links to your social media accounts. Paid search can be a highly effective tool, but it works even better when it's integrated with social media. If you're driving traffic to your site from a search engine, it is possible that your audience is just browsing. As soon as they leave your page, the likelihood of them becoming a customer drops significantly. By ensuring your landing page has clear links to your social accounts, with calls to action and incentives to click through wherever possible, you're forging a way to continue the relationship and keep your brand at the forefront of your customer's mind. Once they are ready to make a purchase, they are more likely to come back to you. Develop a content strategy that tests the effectiveness of all types of media with your audience. Research shows that images have a much more higher response rate than plain text updates. Essentially, the same message shared via a picture text, a link to a blog or video, could all have hugely different results. Though you can find statistics that will tell you the success rates of the various types of media, they won't necessarily reflect your target audience. In order to make informed decisions about what works for your existing and potential customers, make sure that your content takes several different forms and test their effectiveness over a prolonged period. Get your legal experts involved with the copyright aspect of your content. The area of content marketing is a new one to most marketing experts, and the implications of copyright laws are yet to be fully realised. Though you probably have experience of image sourcing and Creative Commons licensing, content is a whole new ballgame, and one which could prove troublesome if you don't familiarise yourself with the issues. To ensure your company's content is covered and you aren't putting your brand in jeopardy, look towards the legal experts in your business for guidance. It may be the case that the best course of action is to clearly state your rules for sharing on your website. Think of your brand as a publisher. Content is king is a phrase that you've undoubtedly heard recently, and if you're serious about marketing, it's something that you should be acting upon, as the most cutting-edge businesses push out high-quality content. The lines between brands and publishers are fading. In other words, if you want to succeed, you need to develop a content strategy that puts your business at the forefront of its industry and provides valuable insight and thought leadership. This could take many forms, but it could include the creation of ebooks, webinars, and much more. Have a crisis management plan in place before the situation occurs. Even if your brand's social sentiment is extremely positive at the moment, never get complacent and assume that you won't have to deal with a crisis. Some of the world's biggest businesses have run into problems when using social media, and if not dealt with correctly, the whole image of the brand could be in jeopardy. Always have a plan in place that stipulates how serious issues will be dealt with clear lines of responsibility and accountability. Resist the urge to pander for meaningless engagement. Engagement is one of social media's buzzwords, and there's no questioning that it should be at the top of your agenda. The error that so many marketeers are making, though, is that they're mistaking any engagement for good engagement. Take a look at your brand's recent social updates and ask whether they really relate to what your business does. Even though you shouldn't be hard selling all of the time, there should always be a clear link to your area of expertise and the matters that truly resonate with your target audience. If this isn't happening, any engagement that happens will be meaningless. Keep up to speed with Google's guidelines when it comes to content. 2012 was the year when Google's Panda and Penguin algorithm updates started to create waves on the internet. If one lesson can be learned from them, it's that Google is taking high-quality content seriously and will continue to penalise sites that aren't adhering to their guidelines. On a basic level, you should ensure that your business is dedicating appropriate resources to developing content that isn't just there for the search engines, but engages real-life visitors and makes them want to come back for more. Dedicate a small amount of time each month to keeping up with industry updates and news. Allow your employees to get involved with your brand's social media. Sometimes, your brand's most loyal ambassadors are your employees. They're also immediately accessible and in most cases, happy to do what they can to help the business develop. Rather than just letting them engage in their spare time, let them get involved behind the scenes. This could be in the form of creating images, sharing their experiences, or contributing ideas for future campaigns. Incorporate social media success into key marketing staff's KPIs. It's important that you create a culture that supports the notion that social media should deliver results. For key members of staff who are responsible for the various elements of your campaign, ensure that you link their performance objectives to social media results. It sends the message that your business takes social return on investment very seriously and encourages a target-driven approach. As with all performance objectives, those that you set and agree with your team should be SMART, i.e. specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Create content from across the Tumblr network to create a go-to resource in your niche. Creating your own content is of course very important, but a strategy that taps into the content of others can be equally successful. The fast-moving nature of Tumblr means that it lends itself excellently to content creation. When browsing the site, it takes just one click to reblog an image or text snippet and add it to your own page, with appropriate attribution to the original source. By doing this, you can create a resource for those interested in your niche that becomes highly respected. Use text snippets and memes of relevant quotes and insights on Tumblr to attract followers. Pictures tend to be the most popular media on Tumblr, but there are a few businesses who are getting creative with words and are reaping the benefits. Snippets of relevant quotes and insights from your industry are easy to digest and are highly shared by users. If you can create a site that's the place to go for industry knowledge for those who are in a hurry, you could be onto a winner. Spill your social campaign into real life. A social campaign that spills out of your users' computers or smartphones and into the real world is one that is guaranteed to be memorable. In 2011, pet food brand Granata Pet received worldwide press coverage after it created a billboard that dispensed a free sample once a passerby had checked in on Foursquare. This is far more effective than a traditional free gift exercise, as it requires participants to spread the word to their friends and create a real buzz. Create a game on your social profiles to add an element of fun. So many people turn to social networks as a way to take time out of their day and enjoy a little bit of escapism. If you can create a popular and addictive game that's integrated into your social accounts, it's a great way to attract visitors and have them engage with your brand. Addictive games mean they'll come back again and again, increasing traffic to your social channels and giving you more opportunities to share marketing messages. The best solutions are games that are easy to understand and are linked to the company's products or overall ethos. Coordinate your corporate and social responsibility initiatives using social networks. A national disaster should absolutely never be used as an opportunity to boost your brand, as several businesses found out after they received media backlash when they tried to cash in on Hurricane Sandy. Not only can it damage a brand, but it is of course highly immoral. However, if you're planning a CSR initiative to help people in the time of a crisis, social media can be an excellent tool for publicising your campaigns and organising them so those in need can be identified and helped. Take your market research a step further by finding out what your competitors' customers want and getting in there first. The intelligence and customer feedback available to your competitors was, until recently, something that you could only dream about having access to. But thanks to social media, you can collect so much useful information about what their customers are saying about their products and services, and the changes that they want to see. If you take a proactive approach to collecting this sort of data, it provides a fantastic tool for planning your next moves and providing your target customers with what they want. Never forget that your monitoring and measuring activities should extend to your competitors and not just to your own brand. Use social to quickly identify problem areas and take action accordingly. Businesses previously had to rely on tools such as mystery shopping to gain an insight into what their customers were saying on a day-to-day basis about their brand and the quality of the service they were receiving. Now that this information is available in real time from such a broad group, collect it and take action immediately. If a particular branch of your store is receiving a lot of complaints, don't just sit on the information. Getting responsive with the data is just as important as collecting it.